𝗣𝗶𝗴𝗵𝗫, 5 intermittent fasting tricks that will make you lose weight, and you will notice the rapid change. 5 intermittent fasting tricks to lose weight that few people know. It is the most popular weight loss method right now that many celebrities like. Beyonce, Nikole Kidman, Jennifer Lopez, and Miranda Kerr are just a few of the celebrities who are faithful followers of intermittent fasting. For those who do not know what intermittent fasting is, intermittent fasting consists of not eating for 12 hours or not eating for several days. But do not be scared. The most popular intermittent fasting is intermittent fasting 16-8, in which you stop eating 16 hours a day, and you can only eat for 8 hours. With these 5 tricks, I am going to tell you, you will burn fat faster while fasting. If you have done intermittent fasting, you probably already had great results. You lost several kilos, you lowered your percentage of body fat, and you felt more focused. But I know that if you can double or triple your results, you'd be happy with how these 5 tricks will help you. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our updates. Trick number 1, don't eat foods that raise your blood sugar when you break your fast, and especially look for foods that don't raise your insulin. As you know, one of the great benefits of intermittent fasting is that it doesn't raise your insulin. Insulin is a hormone that helps your body get glucose into cells, and cells convert glucose molecules into energy. Also, your body stops burning fat when insulin is elevated. When we do intermittent fasting, insulin levels in the blood go down, and this always happens when we stop eating for several hours. But what many do not know is that by breaking the fast, you can drastically raise your insulin and blood sugar levels, and this prevents you from burning fat and losing weight quickly. If we want to burn fat as quickly as possible, our goal should be to keep insulin levels low in the blood even after breaking the fast. And how can we do this is very easy. You just have to understand a few principles and decide what to eat first. You cannot eat sweets, processed food, or junk food, as all of this will raise your blood sugar and insulin levels. If you want to burn fat as fast as possible when breaking your fast, only eat natural foods such as vegetables, chicken, and fish. What is the type of food that has the most impact on your insulin levels? Carbohydrates and some types of dairy. If you do not get stuck with carbohydrates and dairy after breaking the fast, you will be on a good way to lose weight. This does not mean you should completely avoid carbs. If you do this, it will give you more cravings for carbs. What you can do is eat a big plate of vegetables first, so you fill up fast, then eat your protein and fat, and if you're still hungry, eat carbs like oatmeal. This trick will help keep your insulin levels down without you having to think about it. Trick number 2, do a ketogenic fast. Ketogenic fasting is a combination of the ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. This makes your diet less flexible because you will have to limit yourself to carbohydrates, but it is a super effective method to accelerate your fat burning with intermittent fasting. This is one of the most popular and most effective. You can fast for 20 hours every day and eat foods allowed in the ketogenic diet such as eggs, cream, cheese, and almonds. In any way, with ketogenic fasting, you can start programming your fast and maintaining a food window. An example would be to break the fast at 10 a.m. and will fast again at 6 p.m. In this 8-hour window, you should keep your carbs to just 5% of total calories. This means, no whole grain carbs or fruit. You should also keep your protein intake to 20% of total calories because too much protein would be converted to glucose and this would cause an insulin spike. Fat should be 75% of the total calories. If you do this, you will get your insulin levels very low while fasting and while you eat. This doesn't mean you have to do the keto fast every day. You can just do it a few days a week. Trick number 3, extend your fasting time. Fasting is the fastest way to lower your insulin levels and the fastest way to burn fat for energy. This means the longer you fast, the more fat you will burn. Once you get used to short periods of fasting, try longer periods, such as fasting for 24 to 48 hours. It is not easy to start a fast of 48 hours. It is best to start with short fasting periods and increase the fasting time little by little. An example would be to go from having an 8-hour eating window to having a feeding window of only 4 hours. Then go on to eat only once a day and at the same time every day. And finally, try to do a fast where you don't eat anything for 36 to 48 hours. I know this sounds impossible, but anyone can do it. It's easier than you think. You may not realize it at the time, but once you get used to longer periods of fasting, this takes away your hunger and acts as an appetite suppressant. Long periods of fasting will create a greater deficit of calories in the week and insulin levels will be as low as possible, allowing maximum fat burning. Trick number 4, exercise while you're fasting. I know it's very difficult to exercise while you're fasting, but once you get used to it, it's very easy to do. The great benefit of exercising on an empty stomach will help you burn fat faster and lose weight faster. Because using your muscles in exercise forces your body to use more energy, and that energy comes from your stored fat. There are many studies that prove this. Trick number 5, weights on the days you do intermittent fasting. Lifting heavy weights that hold your body back and lead to maximum muscle fatigue is one of the best ways to lose weight. Fasting helps you deplete the glycogen stores in your body, but by lifting weights, you accelerate this process. When your body does not have glycogen, it looks for it in other energy sources, such as fat stores in your body. Doing weights, it helps you also increase your muscle mass, and more muscle mass takes up more energy, which helps you avoid the accumulation of fat in your body. What results have you had with intermittent fasting? Please, share it with us in the section of comments. Like this video and send the link to your best friends so that they also know how to lose weight fast with intermittent fasting. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Remember, life is always better when you take care of your health.